Hey, do you ever wonder what your refrigerant looks like when it's going through the system? Hey, that's coming right up. Well, we're at the 2017 Vision Show in the ConsuLab booth, and with me is Tim Dwyer, and he has got this great simulator here. In fact, this company makes these things for schools so that you can learn how to service an AC system and better how it works. So, Tim, would you trace the path of the coolant through the system for us, and tell us a little bit about your simulator?
Yeah, I'd love to. A lot of people don't know what happens when you turn the switch on and actually get cold air. That's all you're interested in is the cold air. Well, what's happening is there's a compressor inside that's driven off the engine, and it's pumping refrigerant. Refrigerants change from year to year, but right now we're going to go with what they call our 134A. That's what's in this system right now. Refrigerant has characteristics that actually pull heat and exchange heat. So what we're going to do is compress gas into a high pressure gas. The compressor actually sends it out of this tube into this unit called the condenser. And so it's going to condense from a gas back to a liquid by the time it passes all the way through here. We have fans on the back that are simulating the air that's running over the front of your car when you're driving down the road. So we've got fans blowing air out. You can feel warm air right here. We've got the gas entering, and you can see through these clear side tubes that we've incorporated into our trainer that I can see a little film of oil, but for the most part that's gas. It goes through these tubes. We've brought it back up for another sampling, and you can see where it's turning back into a liquid. And by the time it gets to the very bottom, it's almost completely a liquid again. It leaves the condenser, comes back up to what's called the orifice tube. And this is where it changes from high pressure to low pressure. Down here was low pressure to high. Now it's from high to low. So it's a high pressure liquid changing to a low pressure liquid. Comes back down into what's called the evaporator. And this is the part that provides the cooling inside the car. So we've got fans again on the back side blowing air over it. I can feel the cold air. As it enters a liquid. It's a low pressure liquid. Goes through the tubing. As the air blows over it, it evaporates that refrigerant and pulls the heat off of it. So now we've got actually turning back to a gas. By the time it leaves the evaporator, it has evaporated back into a gas. It enters the accumulator. Anything that makes it past here without turning into a gas gets kind of separated here so we don't damage the compressor. It pulled back into the compressor and is changed, cycled around the world again.
Around the world again. I think where all the magic happens is right up in here where we have the gas. Right.
So this is basically high pressure liquid coming up, and it's almost like putting your thumb over the end of a hose and you're spraying it out. The pressure stays behind there. We're changing the pressure in front of it. It's still a liquid though, so it's going from a high pressure to a low pressure.
Right. Well, I thought you'd be interested in seeing that, but you might also be interested to know that ConsuLab, again, they build these things. So if you're a school or you know of a school that needs a great training aid like this, be sure to contact them. Their information will be down below in the metadata. And I don't know, check out the other things they have too. They got a lot of cool stuff.
We want to help you teach technology.
There you go. They want to help teach technology.